a real big fan of YouTube, of how it really works. But I'm trying to learn, and all my supporters and, you know, fans, they want me to be on YouTube and shit like that. Somebody even asked me to make a cooking YouTube. That's not gonna happen. I may do a few videos where I actually cook on here, which is cool. But I feel like that's what my TikTok is gonna remain, because I'm still learning how to use TikTok or whatever. So I feel like my TikTok is going to remain on that note. I'm gonna just do cooking videos on my TikTok. That makes more sense if you ask me. It's very simple. A 1, 2, 3. I don't gotta explain shit. I don't even gotta talk. Y'all can just hear my music and see the steps. Boom. There you go. Anyways, I don't know if I can smoke on this, but I'm going to smoke me a good little jizzy. And hopefully they don't ban my account, because I do be saying that this is not for kids. I have kids, but my channel is not for kids. It's not. So yeah. Oh, y'all remember that candy that I had put in the video yesterday? I didn't even eat it still. I still ain't eat it. I gotta go to the chiropractor. But I want to talk to y'all today because I hope y'all can hear me, because the way this phone set up, it is in the bed, but whatever. I want to talk to y'all today because somebody say my videos don't be that long about with me talking, and they want to hear more of me giving advice about relationships and how my last relationship ended. People nosy as fuck. We was in the spotlight a little bit together, so I guess I do kind of owe y'all an explanation. I think I kind of told y'all why when the nigga cut up all my motherfucking shit. I mean, that was, I forgave him, but us being together, that was just a no-go. I still do have love for him. I am not in love with him, so I guess that's the difference. And I'm not ashamed to really say that. Like, he knows that. I guess he's aware. But, you know, I feel like in that relationship, I hid so much of the truth that I began to believe the lies my damn self. And that's where I feel like I failed myself. Because, first of all, ladies, don't ever do that. Men, don't do it either. Don't lie to yourself in a relationship or allow somebody to manipulate your mind and make you think one way when you feel and believe another way. One thing I learned about my last relationship, motherfucker used to say to me, oh, something wrong with your mind. Oh, you ain't never been loved, so you don't know how to receive love. Or worse. The things that people could say to you will begin to grow on you if you allow yourself to believe it. The reality of it is, no, I don't know what certain shit feels like. Yeah, that's true. But that doesn't mean that I have to accept your abusive ways or your negligent actions because you show me love in certain areas or situations. And I feel like, no, he's not a bad person, but yes, it's a lot of shit that took place in that relationship that was dead ass fucking wrong. And I accepted it because I loved him. I love what we were trying to become. And I believed in who he told me he wanted to be. Even though his actions showed something completely different. I just believed the bullshit. Which is, I don't know if I could really consider it bullshit because I have seen him try. But and I've also seen him give up and not give a fuck. So it's like, what the fuck do you do in a situation like that when you love somebody so much? Do you continue to hinder yourself for them? Or do you remove yourself from that situation and love them from a distance? The answer is B. Remove yourself from that situation and love them from a fucking distance. Because nobody is worth your peace, your happiness, and nobody should ever put you in a position or a predicament and make you feel low or lower than you already have, or make you feel low and then try to bring you back up and then be the cost of be the prize when you're back up. Like, get the fuck out of here. That's manipulation. That's narcissistic behavior. That's what the fuck that is. And I will not allow my past to hinder my future. I would not allow my past relationships, my past of what I've been involved in. A lot of people have asked me too, due to my book. I have a book called The Letter to My Fans, and it's about my life. It's about me growing up, where I come from, where I'm from, the things I did, the things I never did, the things I want to do, the things I might, it's about shit like that. And it's a really, 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 really good book. In its last chapter 13, I actually am about to finish this book. I think I'm gonna do 20 chapters in this book, and then I'm gonna move on to my next book. I have 2 books on Wattpad. One is called The Golden Queen, and the other one is A Letter to My Fans. And then I'm gonna do a third book about, it's gonna be like the story of my new nigga, but from his childhood on up. Basically, like, I'm gonna do something. And it's funny because he was telling me, oh, you should write a book. He didn't even know I wrote books. And then when I told him, he was like, what the fuck? I'm like, yes, get the fuck out of my head. And I really love him because it's like, okay, he knows my whole past. Like, I've told him everything. We talk about everything. And he don't judge me for it. He don't try to make me feel down about it. And he's very honest with me about every situation. And I feel like I wasn't honest with myself. And as people, we need to learn to be honest with ourselves so that we can set ourselves free from bullshit. Not just from bullshit, but we can set ourselves free and set ourselves apart from bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And I personally believe, like, a lot of people ask me about, my stroke and shit like that. And the reality of that stroke is, we were dead ass fighting and arguing from like 1 up 2 o'clock in the morning. Basically, the situation was, I was dancing and I had to go to work. I ended up falling asleep because I was drunk. It was the night of my friend 40 Gordy, rest in peace to him, his wake. We missed the wake. I got drunk as fuck, fell asleep in the car. And we got to where we was going for me to get dressed and shit. I guess I didn't wake up. By the time I did wake up, I'm like, damn, why the fuck you wake me up? And we started arguing. Boom. Argument led to bullshit, more bullshit, more bullshit. Long story short, around like 7 o'clock that morning, we was still fucking arguing. And I was so tired of him calling me a bitch. He just kept calling me a bitch, you dumb hoe. I was so tired of it, and I just jumped on him. And I'm like, why are you trying to hurt me? Like, why are you saying this stuff about me when you know the real me? Like, I hate for somebody to do that and know your life and know where you come from and know who you really are, but they use your past or negative situations to try to tear you down. I'm not ashamed of what the fuck I live. What I am ashamed of is putting up with a nigga that know what I've been through and then try to tear me down with what I've been through. That's very embarrassing because I covered up so many lies and so much bullshit for us in the end to still be left holding the bag. And no, I don't hate him. But it's like, damn, nigga, like, I put up with a lot of your bullshit for you to still be on bullshit. The fuck? Like, come on, like, get the fuck out of here. And the most fucked up part about me jumping on top of him, I wasn't trying to hurt him. I was not trying to hurt him. God knows I wasn't trying to hurt him. I was jumping on top of him to try to grab his face so we could catch eye to eye. And I guess he felt attacked and he started hitting me. And I started to defend myself. And as I started to defend myself, he grabbed me on my neck. And I just remember waking up. And when I woke up, I'm like, what the fuck? And I had this little thing. I'll go into details about that one day, but not right now. When I woke up, I was just really hysterical and whatnot. And I was fine for like 30 minutes, but like 30 minutes later, I ended up throwing up. I'm thinking it's because I had like a hangover or some shit, and I ended up throwing up. And then I was stuck on my right side, like I was just stuck like this. And he like, get up. I'm like, I can't. Then Drew just started coming out my mouth. I couldn't talk. And he stood back, and he was like, oh shit, I think you having a stroke. And then me remembering, I seen my daddy like cold in front of me when I was in elementary school. So I know what a stroke looks like. I didn't know what it felt like until he said it. And then I remembered what it looked like. And now I'm actually experiencing it. And I'm feeling myself going through what I seen my daddy go through. And I'm just like, oh my God. So I began to panic or whatnot. Long story short, we ended up going to the hospital. I was in the hospital for almost a week and a half. And then I dealt with some bullshit while I was in the hospital. This nigga had the nerve to say he needed to see his son, which I don't have no problem with a nigga going to see their son. But what's weak as fuck to me is when you niggas think that it's okay to fuck your baby mama or let your baby mama manipulate you into fucking her just so you can see your child. That's a weak ass man. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. And one thing I won't do anymore is make excuses for a man to be a boy. Like, it's no reason that I should be with a man and he can't help me. He go to work every fucking day and he don't want to pay no bills. He don't want to do this, he don't want to do that. That's embarrassing. That's stupid as hell. Like, it can't be 50-50. I believe in 50-50, but I don't believe in 90 and the bitch over here doing 10%. Even as women. Like, we have to bring something to the table more than pussy and fucking cooking, bitch. The fuck? You gotta have a hustle or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, G shit. Like, for real. And I don't agree with that shit. Like, don't be no fucking bum around, especially around me. Like, no, don't be no fucking bum. And I'm thankful I'm out the situation, because I settled in that situation for a long time because of my past. Because I felt like if people knew who I really was, a nigga would not love me. Like, a nigga know that I allow a man to trick me to a lifestyle and to selling my body for money and shit like that. And you know, shit like that. I didn't believe a nigga trust me, love me, want me, none of that shit, because at the end of the day, the only thing they gonna believe is what they see. You could tell them anything, but they're gonna be like, oh, you a grown ass woman, how you could let a man trick you into something? Because if he beat a bitch in front of you, and you, what the fuck you gonna fucking do? Bitch, I'm not trying to get beat up. I know how to fight, but bitch, I ain't fighting no grown ass man unless I got a gun or a motherfucking brick in my hand. Fucking talking about. So it comes down to that. No, it's not completely his fault, because yeah, I did trust him with my life, but at the same time, I ran away from a situation. I got out of a situation just to run to somebody else who I thought was gonna be a friend and help me, and I didn't even find him. We kind of found each other, and I thought he would be more supportive and understanding and help me get out of the game and put me in a better predicament. But he kind of trapped me in the game because all he wanted from me, and I felt like it still felt like, was money. Yeah, he showed love in certain areas, but when it always boiled down to it always came down to the money. Oh, you need to hurry up and do this so we can do that. It was never his hustle, was always mine. Then when he did get a hustle and get a job, he was still focused on him, not me. And then got mad because I took it upon myself to get my money and do what the fuck I wanted to do with it after a while and not listen to your bitch ass. No, it don't fucking work like that. It don't fucking work like that. Like, this is the whole moral of the story. Just because you lived a certain lifestyle or you've been through some shit, don't allow nobody to make you a prisoner to what the fuck you lived through and overcame and overcome. Don't allow nobody to make you no fucking prisoner, because you're not. Somebody is gonna love you, even if you got kids, even if you've been the biggest hoe in the universe, like, even if you've been slutty on your own counts, but like, is somebody still gonna love you for you if you're honest with you and know who you are and where you're trying to go? Everybody make mistakes. Everybody's done some shit they ain't want to do or isn't proud of. Does that make you a bad person? Does that make you a horrible person? No. But it takes for a strong person and a strong individual to admit to their wrongs. It takes a strong person and a strong individual to admit, yeah, I fucked up, but I want to do better. It takes somebody very strong to do that. And when you can do that, you are a strong person. You are a beautiful human being. You are such a great person on this earth, because it's very, very, very hard for people to admit their wrongs. It's very hard for people to say sorry and admit that they did you wrong and tell you that they sorry for doing you wrong. They make excuses of why they did you wrong. The fuck? You can't do that. You can't do something wrong to somebody and then try to make an excuse as to why you did it. It's just so much shit, bro, that I would never put up with in my life, from family, friends, relationships, none of that shit, bro. I've been through so much. I'm 29 years old, bro. I don't even feel 29. I really don't. I don't even look 29. And that's a blessing in itself. You get what I'm saying? And then for a man to know what you've been through and still try to use what they so-called did for you or what you've been through as a weapon, that's not a man, bro. That's a little boy. That's narcissistic behavior. And I'll never allow nobody to put me in that situation. One of the reasons, two of the reasons that I'm bringing it up today is because, one, a motherfucker texted me on some dumb shit thinking that shit was sweet. And the second reason, a lot of people have been asking me certain questions that I've never truly fucking answered, because at the end of the day, I just felt like maybe I don't want to make him look bad, or I don't want to end up trying to hurt me because I put this out there or whatever. But fuck that. Fuck that. The truth is the truth, and it is what the fuck it is. That you're not gonna continue to try to be out here living this fucking lie like you was just this king on the fucking earth, nigga. When you cut up my whole house, don't no real man do that. You cut up my whole entire house. Everything you watch me work for, you cut it up. And then you try to use the fact, oh, well, you was a hoe when I met you. Bitch ass nigga, no, the fuck I wasn't. I was a runaway girl trying to find her way to the next step in my life. That's who the fuck I was. Then you want to say, oh, you was a shit when I met you. Bitch, I always been the shit. I made you the shit. Every booking that I got, bitch, I booked it my goddamn stuff. You just was the driver. The fuck? No man would ever in their life try to degrade me or make me feel like, oh, they made me. You didn't make me. God made me. I still got this house because of me. This rent get paid, bitch, because of me. Not because of no nigga. Fuck. You didn't help me do shit but drive me the fuck around. Every hustle, every dollar I made, nigga, was off my muscle, not yours. The fuck? And no man and nobody would ever make me feel bad for making sure that my kids was gonna eat and making sure my bills was gonna be paid or making sure that I had somewhere to lay and wash my hair every night. Bitch, I've been homeless before. Not ashamed to say that, bro, because I'm blessed. I'm a blessed individual. I've been homeless. I've been down and out. But I could guarantee you 2021 is gonna be an even greater year for me. I'm gonna do everything that I just enjoy and love to do, and nobody's gonna stop that. Nobody's gonna come between that, and I'm gonna live my best fucking life. The fuck? I'm gonna live my best fucking life, and I'm going to be very fucking wealthy and successful 2021, and that's guaranteed because I have endured so much pain, so much hurt, so many. Nobody know how many times I cried myself this deep. And nobody knows how many times I pray and God don't let me lose my mind or let me lose myself, because I'm not proud of a lot of the shit that I have done, but I've survived. I don't look like what the fuck I've been through. And no, bitch, I'm not a fucking shame. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not ashamed. I'm not gonna sit here and hold my fucking head down and let you or nobody on this earth make me feel bad for what the fuck I went through. Bitch, I didn't choose that life. That life chose me, bitch, and I got through it, overcame it, and I almost lost my life in that situation. Still trying to fucking survive. Still trying to make a living for myself. Still trying to make sure my kids have a roof over their head and food on our table. A nigga fucking drugged me to a house 45 minutes and I had to fight for my fucking life. You feel me? That's why I got out. That's why I got out the game. And that's why I will never return. Because my life is more important than a dollar. And a lot of times I personally feel like a lot of us women get caught up in these lifestyles because we chasing a dollar. We chasing a dollar. The money gonna always come, bro. Yeah, you gotta go out here and get it, but it's always a better way than using yourself or your body. Like, I love to dance. I love to twerk and shit like that. So that's my lane. That's where the fuck I'ma stay. That's where the fuck this nigga found me when I even was forced into that lifestyle. And that's where the fuck I'm gonna stay. You get what I'm saying? I love being an entertainer. I love doing shit that I'm supposed to do. YouTube is something that I always admired doing. I just didn't know how to go about it and barely still know how, but I'm gonna wing it until I figure it the fuck out. Because that's what life is about. Life is about challenges and obstacles. And what you're gonna do is run into obstacles all the time, and they're gonna be very fucking challenging, but if you're tough enough, you can fucking get through. You get what I'm saying? You really can. Don't let nobody tell you can't be shit, and don't let anybody tell you ain't shit because of their fucked up ass thought process. And don't let anybody tell you something wrong with your mind because you're stronger than they expected you to be. Because that's what people try to convince you, that you can't think for yourself because they're trying to think for you. Get the fuck out of here. You're not gonna think for me or make me think that something wrong with me because something wrong with your ass and you can't fucking figure it out. And because I'm trying to figure it out alone and on my own, you trying to convince me that I need you in order to figure it out. No, nigga, you need me. It's a woman, when a man finds a woman, he finds a good thing. So I'm the good thing to you, my niggas. Fuck. Stop sitting here trying to make it seem like y'all men get on my nerves and they be y'all older cats, especially when y'all feel like y'all got a little bit of cheese. Y'all act like y'all shit don't stink. But I'm gonna bring y'all back to fucking reality. It's 2020 fucking one, and us women, we not taking no more bullshit. We not taking you niggas arrogant ass attitudes because you think what you got and what we need from you, or you feel like you made a bitch. You didn't make shit but your motherfucking self, and you still trying to find your motherfucking way. You trying to use us strong women who know, because y'all know it's our time. Y'all niggas know it's our time. It is the women's time, bro. It is the ladies' time. Y'all niggas thought this was a man's world. This is the bossy doll world. Fuck is you talking about? And I'm out this bitch.